Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the class of English. Please do join the class so that we can start the session. Good afternoon, my students. Good afternoon, my students. Okay. Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the class of English. And today in this session, we will discuss about previous year question paper. So please do join the live session of English so that we can start the class. Good afternoon, my dear students. I hope you all are doing good and welcome to the live session of English. Today in this session, we will discuss about previous year question paper, Delhi 2020. Okay, 2020 set 1 outside Delhi question paper. So let's start the session. Okay. Those who are present in this live session, to those students, I am requesting, my dear students, please do share the live session of English. Okay, so we will start the session. So, as you know, welcome to Eduins. Okay, as you know that in this section, in this English portion, you have your lengthy question paper. So, as you can see, you have a reading comprehension. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, so as you can see, my dear students, you have two lengthy passages, I mean reading comprehension. So in your question paper, you will be given two passages, okay, two comprehension passages. According to that comprehension passages, you will be given a question. Okay, a question, or there will be different kinds of question. That can be your fill in the blanks, or else it can be your true false, or it can be true false, fill in the blanks, and multiple choice questions, right? Or maybe SAQ, I mean short questions. So reading passages will be lengthy, so we will start our paper from starting doing this comprehension passage. So let's start the class. Let's read the passage first. Okay. So we can start the class. Okay. Please do share the session, my dear students, and those who have joined for the first time you have joined, you have seen me and you are present in this class for the first time, then you subscribe our channel and please go through our channel. There are so ample videos and recorded videos, and there is also a live session going on a regular basis in this platform. So I will request you that please go through the channel, and if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe the channel and hit that bell button for all those informative and learning videos you will get to see in this platform. And today we will start this question paper of 2020. Okay, let's start the session. So there is a reading comprehension given in your question paper, and reading comprehension starts like this. Caged behind thick glass, the most famous dancer in the world can easily be missed in the National Museum, Delhi. So according to this first line, we can figure out the thing that there is something talking about a unique piece, right? And as you can see, this figure, this picture, the most famous dancer is this statue, which is given in your right side of your screen. So caged behind a thick glass means there is a thick glass and it is caged behind the most famous dancer in the world, and the most famous dancer is easily be missed. I mean, this means that it can easily be missed. So we have to be more concentrated when it comes to National Museum Delhi, or it can be any kind of museum. You must be very much careful, because this statue can be missed, and there will be so many unique artifacts we will read. Okay, so according to this paragraph, or according to this passage, what we are getting to see, we are getting the dancing girl of Mohenjo-daro. So we are getting this artifact that is called Mohenjo-daro artifacts, the dancing girl Mohenjo-daro. Now let me introduce this thing, Mohenjo-daro. What we will say about this thing, that Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro, we know the meaning of Mohenjo-daro is a mound of the dead man. It's a premier city, my dear students, of the ancient Indus Valley civilization, which is built around 2500 BCE. Right? Am I right? So, and if you will get to see the location of Mohenjo-daro, then present day it is in the Larkana district of Pakistan. Okay. So Mohenjo-daro is the Indus Valley civilization. It's a part of Indus Valley civilization, and it considered as the world's famous Indus Valley civilization, where we get to see urban settlements, right? So we get to see urban settlements over here, and now this dancing girl is also one of the discovery of Mohenjo-daro, right? So in Mohenjo-daro, we discovered this dancing girl is that our artifact. Now, what is the meaning of artifact? Artifact means an object made or modified by a human being. That means typically one of a cultural or historical interest. That means it's a handmade thing. People have made out of his hands. Okay, human made it. So that's called unique piece or artifact that has been found, which is called the dancing girl, that even school children are familiar with, and school children are familiar with that. Our school textbooks also communicate the wealth of our 5,000 years heritage of art. This means that wealth means valuable possession or money, right? Excuse me, for our 5,000 years heritage of the art. Heritage of the art means the valuable creative works that can be art, that can be music, that can be stories, that can be crafts. So these things we call the heritage of art, artistic things, right? Artistic things. Okay, these are called heritage of art. So we have to, our school's textbooks also communicate with this thing. You have to be alert to her existence, their amid terracotta animals, to rediscover this bronze image. Amid means in the middle of. So here is the thing, why it has been said that easily be missed. Why it is said that easily be missed? Because of this amid terracotta animals. There are so much terracotta animals surrounded by, or you can say the dancing girl statue is in the middle, and the terracotta animals, amid terracotta animals, the terracotta animal statues were surrounded by this dancing girl, and that's why it is saying that it can be easily missed. Okay, you can miss the dancing girl, this famous dancing girl, because there are so many things to see, especially terracotta animals surrounded this. Okay, Okay, now the next paragraph. Most of us seen her only in photographs or sketches. Oh, okay. We have seen this in photographs and sketches only. Therefore, the impact of actually holding her is magnified, and that's why the impact is actually magnified. Magnified means make something appear larger than this. Okay, so it is small in size, but it's looking holding her, it's getting magnified. Okay, it's million times over. So most of us have seen her only in pictures or sketches. Therefore, the impact of actually holding her is magnified a million times over. Full stop. One discovers that the dancing girl has no feet. Now, there is no feet, as you can see in the picture, that there is no feet. So the dancing girl has no feet. She is small. You can see she is not in this picture. You are getting to see in this picture. That's why you are thinking that it's big, but it's not big, as you can see. Okay, it is very small in size. We will come to that thing. It is very small, a little over 10 centimeters tall. So this is the length of the dancing girl that has been given in your passage, that is 10 centimeters tall. You can see, right? So the length of a human palm. So length of a human palm, this much. This much is the height of the dancing girl, or the length of a dancing girl. It's a 10 centimeter. We will keep this thing in our mind. Okay, so, but she surprises us with the power of a great art. But there is a, okay, Priyanka, hi Priyanka, welcome to this platform. You are new, or you are seeing this session for the first time, or else you are very, hi everyone. Class 11 হবে না? Priyanka is asking class 11 হবে না? Class 11 means class 11. Which semester you are from, Priyanka? Semester 2? Okay. Top notcher. Hi. Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to the class. Please do like the session. Please do like the session, my dear students. That will be my request to you all, that I deserve one like. So please do like the session. Okay. OTP said, okay, second semester, I know. Yeah. Class 10, please, Hindi. Okay. Give me a second. I will confirm once. Second semester class 11 hobe na kina, just let me, give me 1 minute. Okay, okay. Here I am. Priyanka, very soon. Priyanka, I would suggest you that please do contact in this number, my dear students. Please do, if you have any kind of query, then you please just contact over here. And OT, what was this? His name? टॉप नॉचर, आप हिंदी में कंफर्टेबल है, ये मैं समझ सकती हूँ, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम इधर है कि ये सिर्फ आप नहीं, बहुत जगह जा रहा है ये सेशन. सो जहाँ पे लोग हिंदी नहीं समझ पाएंगे वहां पे उन लोग का प्रॉब्लम होगा. सो दैट्स व्हाई ये इंग्लिश क्लास है, थोड़ा सा कोऑपरेट करना. आपको अगर किसी चीज में प्रॉब्लम होगा तो आप जरूर मेरे को बताइएगा, उसमें मैं पूरा गाइडेंस दूंगी. ठीक है, आप मुझे बताना कि आपको कहाँ कौन सी जगह पे प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. आई विल लेट यू नो, आई विल क्लियर ऑल योर डाउट, बट फॉर नाउ आई हैव टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश बिकॉज दिस इज इंग्लिश क्लास. प्लीज माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, यू हैव टू कोऑपरेट. मैं बहुत ही धीरे धीरे पढ़ाऊंगी आपको, अगर थोड़ा दिक्कत है समझने में, ताकि आपको प्रॉब्लम ना हो. ओके, टॉप नॉचर. ओके, so I will continue to the class. Okay, coming back to the class, but she surprises us with the power of great art and the ability to communicate across the centuries. So across the centuries, we are seeing this dancing girl, the discovery of Mohenjo-daro, where we are seeing from the centuries there is a power of great art. This is a great art which has been discovered in the site Mohenjo-daro. So we are just respecting it over the centuries, the power of this great art. Okay, clear? I guess this is clear for you. Okay, so moving on to the next portion, I mean the next passage, that is a series of bangles. So now we will talk about the physical features of the dancing girl. So let's talk about the physical features of dancing girl, which has been given in this passage. Okay, so a series of bangles of shell or ivory or thin metal cloth, her left upper arm all the way down to her fingers. So as you can see in this picture given, you can see बोर्ड से मैं थोड़ा हट जाती हूँ so that you can see. Okay, now I guess you can see. देखिए, left arm, in her left arm of the dancing girl there is a series of bangles. Okay, and this bangles. Okay, wait. Okay, this series of bangles of shell. Now what does this shell mean? Shell means the hard protective outer case of a mollusk. Okay, now the outer shell, the hardest protective shell of mollusk, means the snail, or you can say cowrie shells, right? So cowrie shells, the series of bangles of cowrie shells, as you can see in the left arm of a dancing girl. And the ivory means elephant tip. Okay, so or thin metal of cloth, left upper arm all the way down, or you can see all the down to her fingers. Till this finger she is wearing that. Okay, and a necklace with a three pendants bunched. Three pendants are bunched. You can see three pendants are bunched, and there is a pendant, there is a necklace. Okay, there is a necklace and three pendants. Okay, together, and a few bangles above the elbow and wrist on the right hand display an almost modern art. So it is displaying a modern art, we can see. And we can also see there are few bangles above the elbow. You can see here above the elbow there is few bangles in the wrist, in the right hand, and also in the wrist of the right hand. So left hand you can see a series of bangles with shells and ivory, and in the right hand also you can see there is a series of bangles. Few bangles you can see above the elbow and few bangles in the wrist. Okay, is that clear to you all? After that, we can see the next paragraph. She speaks of the undaunted, ever hopeful human spirit. Undaunted means what, my dear students? As you can see, undaunted means fearless, brave, or you can say courageous, who is not forced to do anything. So undaunted, ever hopeful. Ever hopeful means you know, some people brings up always a positive outlook. So ever hopeful means maintaining a constant optimism in his or her mind, or you can say there is a constant positivity. Okay, so maintaining a positivity, this ever hopeful human spirit, we can say. Okay, Top notcher, this is the English class. I would suggest you that please concentrate in your study, my dear student, and we will not discuss all these personal things in this class. To maintain the class decorum, please do cooperate and just study. Okay, so ever hopeful means maintaining a positive outlook, or we can say be optimistic, or in the state, always in the state of positivity. And undaunted means fearful, courageous, and brave. As you can see the meaning over here, I have written. Full stop. She reminds us that it is important to visit museums, and she means the dancing girl reminds us to visit museums. Okay, because in museums we see different things, we discover different things, and the discoveries and the unique things which were there present in the museum, we discovered something new out of that. Okay, seeing this dancing girl, you have your own opinion. I have my own opinion. Oh wow, bangles are beautiful, necklace is beautiful. You will say that her eyes is closed. So there are so much to embrace and someone embrace. Okay, and there is no feet. Okay, this is very much attractive to experience the impact. Okay. So there she says that she reminds us that it is important to visit museums in our country. So overall, in our country, we have to visit museum. That she was suggesting us. So that a work of art leaves on our senses, and the art, this kind of art, it leaves in our senses. I mean, it gives a sense in our mind. Sense means mind, it is saying here, to find among all the riches one particular vision of beauty that speaks to us alone. So this 10 centimeters length of this statue has this power, this great strength, which is coming out from the artwork, which is reflecting, and centuries over centuries, it is just giving a vision of beauty. Okay, so how much to experience and how much this one statue is entailing us so many things at once. That is the whole thing we have to see, right? Okay, moving on to the next portion, that is, okay, so these are the paragraphs. We have completed with the paragraphs. Any tunes? Okay, any tunes? We will just continue our class, and please class related अगर कोई questions हो तो आप लोग जरूर पूछना, मैं एकदम आंसर कर दूंगी. ठीक है, there is no problem if you ask me anything related to this session. So moving on to the portion. So हम लोग का ये पैराग्राफ खत्म होता है. There are 4 paragraphs regarding this dancing girl of Mohenjo-daro, and now we will move on to the question. Okay, moving on to the question. So we will be doing our question. So the first question, on the basis of our reading of the above passage. Now whatever we have read in this above passage, now we will be doing our question answer. Okay, so dancing girl belongs to, so this is a famous dancing girl. Now this famous dancing girl belongs to Mohenjo-daro, Greek culture, Homo sapiens, Tibet. Now 8 questions will be given. Okay, 8 questions, like can also be your multiple choice like this, or can be ACQ, or fill in the blanks, or true false, or you can also get analogy. Okay, this is not class 10 CBSE. Why? This is a previous year question paper outside Delhi Set-1. You can check 2020 outside Delhi Set-1. This is a paper. Okay, Rajveer, where are you from? This is not class 10 CBSE, this is class 10 CBSE, and if you will just write all this thing, I will tell my back team to block you. You please do check 2020 English Set-1 outside Delhi. Okay, you will get to see, this is the paper. You please check and then come. Okay. So, dancing girl belongs to Mohenjo-daro, Greek culture, Homo sapiens, Tibet. The right answer is Mohenjo-daro. Next question, we will move on to the next question, that is, in the museum. Okay, why I just asked you a doubt. Okay, you have asked me doubt. This is not class 10 CBSE. This is class 10 CBSE. And whatever you have asked is not like, what is this doubt? I mean, I don't understand what kind of doubt you're having. Rajveer, what is your question? What is your complaint? What is your doubt? You can go and check. This is a class 10 CBSE outside Delhi Set-1 question paper from your year 2020. Now, what is your question? Okay, let's move on to the question part. In the museum, she kept among dancing figures, bronze statues, terracotta animals, books. Now we have already seen there is a dancing girl and there are so many terracotta animals, right? So our answer will be terracotta animals, okay? Moving on to the next question. Which information is not given in the passage? Okay, let's find out that what kind of information. So this is very easy, and how we will figure out that this is easy. Whenever you are reading the passage, read it with utmost concentration of yours. Give your 100% concentration in that passage whenever you are reading it. Okay, so after that, when you will be doing your question, and in your question paper, when you will get this kind of question, that in your above passage, what are the information you haven't seen or you haven't read, at that point of time, you will read all the MCQ options that will be given to you in your question paper, right? And according to that, answer that what kind of options you haven't heard. So we will apply the same trick over here. Let's do. Which information is not given in the passage? So easily we can recall. We have already read the passage line wise, word wise, letter wise. So now we will figure out that what we haven't read. Okay, the girl is caged behind glass, right? We have heard this. She is a rare artifact, right? We have heard this. School books communicate the wealth of our heritage. We have also read this. She cannot be rediscovered as she is bronze. This is your answer because we haven't read this thing in our passage. Okay. What they are talking about, I can't understand. Okay, she cannot be rediscovered as she's bronze. Okay. Okay, this is for class 12, WBC HSC. So people you know are from WBC HSC board, that means West Bengal board. Those who are seeing from West Bengal, please do share this this thing. Okay. Let's moving on to the next question. That is our, okay, let me tell you, those who have second language, Bengali, second language, those students, for those students I'm saying tomorrow is your Bengali class, that is your second language Bengali. So you can join tomorrow's live class that will be based on Bengali second language, I'm saying, and from 3 p.m. onwards you will get to see live session in this class, Bengali class. Okay, right? Okay. Okay. This is the another question, number D. Great art has power because it appeals to us despite a passage of time. It is small and can be understood. It's seen in pictures and sketches. It is magnified a million times. Now, this thing, the great art has a power, as we have. Zaideja, what is your name? Zaida, whatever. If I can't teach you properly, then you can please leave the class. Okay? If you are not getting my point, whatever I am saying, my dear student, then you please leave the class. Okay? No need to stay here. those who are understanding my session, those people who are getting my points, those people stay, and those people, those students not getting my point, whatever I'm saying or whatever I'm throwing, you please can leave the class. Zeda, please leave the class. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So great art has a power because, and I don't know, you are in class 10, right? Class 10 people, those who are not getting all these easy things, I don't know that like what to explain more out of this, but I don't want to explain anything. If I'm reading out of the PPT, that's my problem, that's my student's problem. Okay. Block Zaida. Excuse me. Block Zaida. Okay. Let's continue the class. So great art has a power because it appeals us to despite a passage of India. It is small and can be understood. It's seen in pictures and sketches. It's magnified a million times. And the correct answer is it appeals to us despite a passage. Okay. Passage of time, right? Okay, the jewelry she wears. Now, the jewelry she wears consists of bangles of shell, ivory, or thin metal. It's a necklace. It's with the two pendants. No, this is not the answer. There were no two pendants. There were three pendants. Okay, both 1 and 2. No, this is not the answer because 2 is already incorrect. Neither 1 or 2. So the correct answer is consists of bangles of shells, that is cowrie shells, whatever I taught you, and ivory or thin metal. This is the proper line we have seen in the passage also. Okay, moving on to the next question. Okay, the next question is, she reminds us of the never say die attitude of humans. Why museums in our country are exciting? Why she will make us come into money of dancing figures. Okay, these are the options. Okay, so these are the options. Now, what will be the answer? The answer is why museums in our country are exciting. And she reminds us to visit museums, as we can see, exciting things and unique artifacts over there. Okay. Hulas Jan, whatever you are writing, I cannot understand. किराया पे लिया है क्या? Interactive board. Okay, so that's your question. Okay, I think you people just come over here to disturb in the class. Hello, Raj Sharma. Okay. Next question, the synonym of the word among in the paragraph 1. So whenever you will be given this kind of question, my dear student, that time you will be given also the paragraph number that you have to look out. Okay, so you have to look out into the paragraph number 1. So you have to see paragraph number 1. We have to find out the synonym of the word among, right? So we will move on to the paragraph. Okay, so we will move on to the paragraph. That is our paragraph number 1. And we will find out the synonym of the word among, right? Okay, this is your paragraph number 1. Okay. So, as you can see, okay, let's read. Let's read the passage again. Caged behind thick glass, the most famous dancer in the world can easily be missed in the National Museum, Delhi. Full stop. The dancing girl of Mohenjo-daro is the good evening. Okay. Okay, Raj. Okay, welcome to the class everyone. Please do like the session. जो लोग है अभी मौजूद present है live session देख रहे हैं मेरा, वो लोग please एक बार करके like कर दीजिएगा. Okay, so Delhi, full stop. The dancing girl of Mohenjo-daro is the rare artifact that even school children are familiar with. Full stop. Our school textbooks also communicate the wealth of our 5,000 years heritage of art. Full stop. You have to be alert to her existence. Their Emmy terracotta animals rediscovered this bronze image. Now, what does this mean? Emmy means you are in the middle. So, dancing girl is in the middle, and it is similar to the word among, right? So, our answer is what? Our answer is obviously amid. Okay, this is our answer, that is amid. Okay. As you can see, new classes already been started with our expert teachers from for class 10 CBSE students. So those who are interested, you can do contact in this number 907 333 5777. And people who will be starting their new journey of class 10, I mean those who are in standard 9 and they will be in standard 10. For those also, please do share the session or just take a screenshot or just let them know that this new classes also like starting soon, very soon for all those students who will be in standard 10. Okay, so okay, ma'am, Abhishek Singh, ma'am, can you please come on the literature part? Yeah, Abhishek, I will be doing a literature part also. Yes, literature and writing, everything I will cover. But let me complete this reading comprehension first, and then I will jump into literature part. If you haven't seen my previous live session, then go and see. My previous live session was of the which year? 2023, I guess. So in that session, I have done my literature portion. So you can go and check out that live session. If you are scared of this literature part, then you can go and check out my previous live session. That was okay, Abhishek. Thank you. Chaliye. So the size of the dancing girl. Now I have already said you to clearly concentrate on the passage, and the size of this dancing girl was equal to the length of the human palm. Now the size, whatever the length of a human palm, is it true or false? It is very simple. It is true, and the size was 10 centimeters, right? Equal to the size of the length of the human palm. So this statement is true. Okay. Any other question? मैम आप कहाँ से हो? मैं कोलकाता से हूँ. Okay, so there is another new reading comprehension. Now, when I was starting the class, when I was starting the session, that time only I told you, I said very clearly that reading comprehension, 2 reading comprehension you have to do, and that is very lengthy for you because you have to read 2 reading comprehension. 2 passages आपको पढ़ना है. So this is the second reading comprehension. ठीक? Read the following passage carefully. As the family finally sets off from home after many arguments, there is a moment of lull as the car takes off. That means this first line is very abstract. Now we cannot understand, or we are not getting the context that in which basis this paragraph or the passage is starting. So there is a hint. So the finally sets off means this situation is telling when the car takes off. I mean, family is leaving, and before family is leaving, the whole family decided to leave. Leave means to going for something. Okay. So before going for occasion, or going for weddings, or going for dinner, whatever. So going for something before that thing, the conversation or the argument that finally happens in every other family we get to see, that before going, like before attending a party or before going somewhere, we have this chaos in our home or in every other home, that okay, this argument, no, I will not wear this, I will not eat this, I will have that in there, and all these things. Okay, so there was a moment of lull as the car takes off, but the moment we takes off, the car takes off and we go for our destination or wherever we plan to go, at that time, that moment is full of lull. Now, lull means what? Lull means quietness or pause. There is a pause, there is a quietness. Like there is a temporary, after chaos, after argument, after so many confusions and so many arguments, there is a temporary silence. So in the car, there is a temporary silence, or you can say there is a temporary quietness of, there is a pause. Okay. So, ma'am, what would I do to make good in unseen passages that come in my board exam? Okay. 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 What unseen passage? You have to do good in unseen passage, right? So this is your problem. You have to do nothing. You have to just concentrate in your unseen passage. I mean, you are reading it. I agree that you read. You all students, they are very much, they are very much attentive when it comes to reading. But the reading is not careful. You have to be very careful while you are reading this comprehension, right? In our previous passage, we got to see that there is a word among, and that word you have to search paragraph number 1 to get the synonym of that word among. Okay, so what is the key or what is the trick to find out the correct answer from the paragraph number? You have to just read the passage carefully, right? So in this passage, this lull word, if you don't know the meaning of this lull word, that is okay. But if you're not concentrating on the content, whatever is given, like like we are reading right now, I am reading, I'm doing the class. Why do you think, what is the motive behind this thing? This reading comprehension is very easy. Okay, for maximum students, this is very easiest part, they feel. Okay, but for those people who are like not very much up to with this unseen passage, for those I want to tell them, I want to suggest that you have to read the full sentence line wise. You have to concentrate in each and every other letters which has been used in this passage. You have to concentrate, you have to see all those words and the structure of the passage. The passage, what the passage is telling or what the passage is conveying you, what is the information that has been given. Okay, so until and unless you are reading the passage carefully, you are not getting the point. Okay, so you have to read it. Ma'am, is vocab is enough for it? Ma'am, is vocab is enough for it? I don't know how much you are concentrating on the vocab part, but I will say you that yeah, if you more or less, if you will read the previous year question paper and you practice the previous year questions paper reading comprehension regularly, then you are getting the very good catch of that thing, and you can easily do your you can solve your question paper, I will say. Okay, easily. I mean, this is not very tough, and don't be scared. Don't be scared while you are reading the comprehension, because at the moment you are getting scared, you will get your mind will get distracted. So whatever you will do, just focus on your reading comprehension or literature you are doing while reading the extract, because in your literature portion you will be given extract. Out of this extract, you have to read the extract and then you have to write your answers. You have to frame your answers, right? So same goes for this also. You have to concentrate and you have to read it very carefully, and then you have to question the answer accordingly. And one more thing you have to keep in your mind, that this unseen passage, this will be coming 1 marks each. Every other question will carry 1 mark. So in this 1 mark, you have to write the answer to the point. So we will not miss the chance. So that's why you have to concentrate on the passage more. I mean, I'm not saying that don't concentrate on this and particularly concentrate on the reading comprehension. I'm just saying that English paper is bit lengthy, as you can see, as you know, and you have given the mock test also. So I will not suggest you to just read the passage and jump onto the question. I will suggest you that do not miss any kind of vocab or any kind of words. Okay, easy lag raha hai, fir bhi? Sorry, ma'am, can you please teach faster? Okay, I'm just explaining your problem only. Okay, let's move on. Ask, all right, so where, okay, after lull means quiet, pauseness. Okay, there is a pause or a temporary quietness and the car takes off. All right, so where are you going for dinner? Where are we going for dinner? So for dinner, where we are going? Okay, someone asks, and ask the one at the driving wheel. So driving wheel, the person sitting, that person asks, that's all right, so where are we going for dinner now? What follows is a chaos, as multiple voices make as many suggestions. So there is a chaos and argument already, and after that there is the moment of lull, and after that again, where are we going for dinner now? So dinner now, the all decided, there are multiple voices means there are so many opinions, so many voices means there are so many opinions. Someone is saying, I will be going here, let's go here, let's have dinner, let's do this. So there are so many voices, chaos, and many suggestions, right? Okay. By the time order is restored, sorry to say, ma'am, but you really have to improve your communication and please teach us literature. You can see my previous live session. Go and check out my previous live session. I already taught literature portion over there. Rajbir, if you are facing any problem and if you are like, it's really hard to communicate, then you can please check out other channels, because right now I will teach like this. So if you have any problem, then you can leave. Okay, thank you. By the time order is restored and a decision is arrived at, tempers have risen. So tempers have already risen because there are so many suggestions and there are so many voices. Feelings endured, and there is at least one person grumbling. Grumbling means the action or a fact of complaining. So there is one person always who is grumbling. So at least one person is grumbling, and there are so many opinions, as we can see. So there are so many decisions and there is no common decisions. That means there is no common decisions. Everyone is saying so many things. A is saying we will be going there. B is saying we have to go somewhere else, and someone is hurt. Okay, so there is a partial behavior going on inside, okay, the family. 20 years ago, so now there is a situation talking about 20 years ago, you would step out of home, decisions of meal and venue already made with no arguments or oppositions, and everybody looked forward to the meal with the equal enthusiasm. Here it comes when a bread earner or the head of the family, when the head of the family takes a decision and he decides that where we have to go, where we will go, what we will eat, and how much time we are going to spend over there. So all this opposition and arguments will not take place. Arguments, oppositions will not take place if one person will take a decision of everything. So 20 years ago, the situation is like this, where the head of the family makes a decision of meal, venue, and there were no arguments, there were no oppositions, like no one to oppose that, no, I will not go there, I will not eat over here or there. So everybody looked forward to the meal with equal enthusiasm, and there was an equal enthusiasm means everyone like agreed, okay, theek hai. Okay, so enthusiasm means eager to enjoyment or interest, full stop. The decision was made by the head of the family. So decision was made by the head of the family, and the other fell in line. So other fell in line, and the decisions, whatever made, like finally locked. The head of the family said, these are the things we have to do, and this will be here we will have dinner, and that's all. That is the final point. Okay, and everyone other in the family agreed on that head of the family, whatever the head of the family said. full stop. Today, every member of the family, and now again we are coming today. Today, every member of the family has a say in every decision, which also promotes a sense of togetherness and bonding. Now we are getting something to see, that is now in our family we can see there is every other decision, like every other person is involving in one decision. Okay, like father is asking mother, mother is asking children, or father individually asks children that where you want to go. So all this thing, decision, everyone has this say in every decision right now, and this is today's situation. But 20 years ago, this was not the situation. The situation was different. Okay, which also promotes, and this promotes what? This promotes a sense of togetherness. Okay, now this decision, his decision matters, and everyone's decision matters in the family. This shows the togetherness and the bonding. Okay, we empower our kids to take ঘোষ প্রতাপ ম্যাম ভয় লাগছে পাস করবো তো হ্যাঁ ঘোষ প্রতাপ yes block Rajveer. Yeah, please. If you don't want to cooperate, then just leave. Okay. Okay, now it is closely connected. Now we empower. Empower means give the authority or power to do something. So you are giving someone authority or a power to do something, and that's we empower our kids to take their own decisions from every early age. Now, very early age, this is the present situation. This is the today's situation where we give our kids. Okay, that's also your decision. You can take your decision. This is the differences 20 years ago and now. Okay, this is the differences we are seeing. We ask them cuisine they prefer, the movie they want to see, the holiday they wish to go on, and the subjects they wish to study. Now these are the thing. What are the thing? Now in this today's situation, we ask them what they want to prefer, like what they want to eat. Cuisine means food cooked in a certain way. Okay, they prefer cuisine, they prefer, or movie they want to see, or the holiday wish to go, or the subjects they wish to study. I mean, you are in class 10 and you will be very soon, you will be going on standard 11. Now in 11th standard, you have to choose according, like your subject, you have to choose science, or you have to choose commerce, or you have to choose humanities. So accordingly, this decision will be yours, right? But 20 years ago, parents used to say that yes, you have to study in this portion only. You have to take science, or you have to take arts, or you have to take commerce. You don't have any other choice. So parents nowadays has this thing, opinions. Your opinions also matters. They ask their children that in which field you want to go. So now parents are asking this thing, but 20 years ago parents were not this friendly. That's the situation has been told in this passage. Okay, in this passage this has been told. Okay, so it is closely connected world out there where children consult and guide each other. Okay, now it is closely connected world out there where children consult and guide each other. Nowadays it is so closely connected, like peoples and the children are closely connected with each other, where the children consult. Like when you ask your friend, Okay, what to do, you say what to do, what kind of subjects I can use, or what kind of projects I can do, or further for higher studies what should I take. So all these things you ask your friends. So now the children are so up to like the saying part or up to date, where they can consult each other, they advise each other, they suggest their friends, they suggest their seniors, juniors, everyone, like they know. Okay, so they are very closely connected in this part, and a parent's well-meaning advice can sound like nothing more than unnecessary preaching. And parents, the parent situation, whenever the parents are involving or the parents are advising something good or something bad, that sounds like nothing but it's unnecessary preaching. Now, what does this preaching means? Preaching means giving of moral advice in an pompously self-righteous way. Now, self-righteous way means it is unnecessary thing you are saying. Like you can feel connected over this, and you can also relate to this whenever parents suggest something. You are like, this is unnecessary thing. I will not listen to them. I mean, you are not just don't say that to your parent, but you just feel that no, I am not going to listen to this thing. Okay. How then do you teach our children through all the conflicting views and make the voice of the reasons be heard? Now, these are the conflicting views. Okay, there is a clash, there is a chaos. This what? It is total. The passage is all about these conflicting views of these parents and children, whatever it has been given, and make the voice of reason be heard. Children today question the choices and prefer to go with the flow. Now, go with the flow means you have to accept the situation, whatever happening, and there is no control. So what is the go with the flow means? To be relaxed and accept the situation, whatever is happening, rather than trying to alter it or control it. So this is the like what we will say. This is a problem. No, it's just a choice. Like this is a choice for today's children or today's generation, where they want to go with the flow. So that's their choice, their preferable choice. The children's today questions choice and prefer to go with the flow. That's all. What then is the best path to take? Now, what then best path to take? I would say the most important thing one can do is to listen. Now, there is a listening thing. It came for the parents. Now, parents, the best thing parents can do, they can listen. That is the passage suggesting, like parents have to understand, parents have to go the situation the children is facing or the children is having. So in that situation, the parents have to understand the ground or the field, because children cannot come in the parents' situation, but parents can definitely go. Okay, because obviously they are parents. Okay, full stop. Listen to your children and their silence. So listen to your children and their silence. Why they are silent? Why they are quiet? Full stop. Ensure that you keep time aside for them, and ensure that you have some time for your children. Obviously, because nowadays parents are so busy, they don't even know what the children is studying or not studying, or they are just cheating in exam. They don't have any I mean the working parents especially. So, and these are the problem, and it is not the problem, or it is not the all the blame I cannot give it to the parents. Also, there is some amount of blame I want to give it to student and the tuition teachers and all of them who is ensuring. But parents have to look after this thing, that I have to give some time to my children. Okay, to my children, and I have to keep some time aside for them, so that I can understand, because maximum parents fail not understanding them very carefully, because they don't observe their children. So insist that they share their stories, and insist means demand forcefully to have something. You are insisting, yes, say whatever happened, what are the things you have enjoyed today in your sports, or like what are the things you are going to participate in your annual sports day in your school, and all the teachers talk about them, say about something about your teacher, your favorite teacher, and the teacher you don't like, and the subjects you're facing problem, and the tuitions you are avoiding, why you are avoiding. So there are so many questions, no? So if you keep some time aside and you just make sure that your children can go through it, so that you can observe them well, Okay, so this insisting that they share their stories with you, step into the world, into their world, and the parents, like this passage is suggesting parents to step into the world of the children, full stop. And it is not as complicated as it sounds, and how much like it looks that it is very complicated. Children nowadays, they like prefer to go with the flow. They are so very like bad, and their bad habits of doing this, and what are these things? These are opinions, this and how you are behaving, this is a behavior. So all these things, it sounds so complicated, but once you step into their world, like your children world, that complicated world will eventually become more, become more easier for you parents. This passage is suggesting parents to step into the world of the children, to make it easier for them, the parents, and make it easier for the children too. Okay, it is not as complicated as it sounds. Just a daily half an hour of quality time would do the trick. Now, this is the trick where the parents, this passage is suggesting the parents to give ample amount of time, at least half an hour a day, so that the children can sit and they can talk with their parents, and the children can say their heart out to their parents, and there's no boundaries between the student and the parents. So that's what the whole passage is suggesting. Okay. Now we will move on to the question part. You will be given 8 for your comprehension passage. And the first question is, write one advantage and one disadvantage of allowing every member to be a part of the decision-making process. Now, in this passage, we have read about this thing, that every member of the family has the equal say. Okay, I am not the head of the family. My father is the head of the family, but my father decision, yes, he can decide, obviously, because he is the head of the family. But I can also add my opinion. I can give my opinion that no, dad, this is not. I think this is not good. This is good. So I can add some opinion, and my sister can also, and my mother too. So this is how it works. So nowadays family is more on this thing, that they very much careful about every other, like they are concerned about every other opinion. But 20 years ago, if we talk, then this situation was totally opposite. Okay, so we know that every other thing have this advantage and disadvantage, pros and cons, both of these things lies. So now in this situation, in this passage, where the passage tells that every family member to be the part of this decision making process, you have to write one disadvantage and one advantage to this question. And the answer is the advantage of taking every family member's opinion. If you have 6 members in your family, and if you are taking 6 opinions, 6 members, 6 opinions, right? So if you are taking 6 opinions at a time, members opinion, that it promotes, now it will promote a sense of togetherness and bonding, as we can see in this passage. In the passage only, this togetherness and bonding was there given. So in the passage we can see the advantage of taking family members opinion. It promotes the sense of togetherness and bonding. And the disadvantage, what is the cons? What is the con? However, the disadvantage is that it creates confusion, or you can say chaos. It creates confusion. Okay, A is saying I will go there, B is saying no, I will not go there, I want to go there, and C is saying I don't want to go anywhere, I want to sit back at home. Okay, but the family want to go out. So now there is a chaos, there is a confusion. So this is the advantage if you take family, each other opinion, each other like family members opinion, then obviously it will create argument, there will be confusion, there will be chaos, and at least one person is left grumbling in the end. Okay, as I have said, grumbling meaning, while I was teaching you the whole passage, I told you about the word meaning. Okay, now the next question. In today's world, what are parents asking their kids? Now, in today's situation, this has been asked, that in today's situation, how parents react. So in today's world, parents ask their kids what their kids Okay, so in today's world, parents ask their kids about their favorite cuisine and movie they want to see, and the holiday destination they wish to go on, and the subjects they wish to study. Okay, next question. Which two pieces of advices does the writer give to the parents? Which two pieces of advice the writer wants to give to the parents? The writer advises the parents to listen to their children and spend at least half an hour for their quality time with them. So this is the trick we have seen in the passage where it is saying that the writer advises the parents to listen to their children and spend some like half an hour of the quality time, right? This is the trick. The passage supports the parents. How far do you agree with another's view? Another's view, how do you agree? How far do you agree that this passage is like supporting parents? Support your view with the reason. I agree with the author's view of parents giving importance to their children's opinion and taking their choice into consideration. If parents do not pay heed to their children's view, it results in conflicts and negative approach within the children. This eventually takes a toll on the child's self-esteem and overall personality. Understood? So if you want to support the reason, and it also up to you, if you have another view, you can support your view as well. Okay. Next question. We'll be coming on to the next question. On the basis of your reading the above passage, answer the following. So you have to now answer. You have to answer the following synonym of hurt, and you will get this word hurt synonym in the paragraph number 2. Let's move on to the paragraph number 2. This is paragraph number 2. By the time order is restored and decision is arrived at, tempers have risen, feelings injured, and there is at least one person grumbling. So this is very easy. Your answer is injured. Hurt, synonym, injured. It is very easy. Okay. Injured. Injured is the correct answer of the synonym of the word hurt. Okay. The word which means the same as the style or method of cooking. Now, the style or method of cooking, I have already said this thing. Already I have given a word nest where I said the meaning. Cuisine is the answer. Cuisine means a style or method of cooking. So you can get this method or style of a cooking in every other region or country you will get to see. So that's called cuisine. The antonym, now it's the opposite word. You have to search the opposite word in paragraph number 5 of the word agreeable. Okay, so we can move on to the paragraph. Let's move on to the paragraph number 5. So I guess, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is paragraph number 5. It is closely connected to the word agreeable, right? Agreeable. So agreeable, opposite word. I mean antonym. We have to search out there where children consult and guide each other. The parents' well-meaning advice can sound like nothing more than unnecessary preaching. How then do we reach our children through the conflicting views? Okay. And make the voice of reasons be heard. Children today question their choices and prefer to go with the flow. Now, what will be the answer? Any guess? What will be the opposite word? We got the opposite word, that is conflicting. Agreeable, conflicting. Total opposite. So we got the answer. So our answer is conflicting. Conflicting is the answer. Antonym. Again, antonym in paragraph number 6, simple. Let's move on to the paragraph. This is 6th number paragraph. What then is the best path to take? I would say the most important thing can one do is to listen. Okay. Simple. Okay. The antonym we have to mention is simple. Simple antonym. So what then is the best path to take? I would say the most important thing one can do is to listen. Listen to your children and their silences. Ensure that you keep some aside for them. Insist that they share their stories with you. Step into the world. It is not as complicated As it sounds, just a daily half an hour of quality time would do the trick. Now, my dear student, you can see that there is a word you have to write the antonym of simple. Simple, complicated. Now, parents, like this passage is suggesting parents to step into the world of their children. Now, their children world is not that complicated. That means the passage is suggesting that how much you are thinking, or it is sounding that it is complicated. It's not. Your children world is not that complicated. It is very much simple. So complicated antonym is simple. That's all. Simple. Okay, so that's all for my today's class. I'm wrapping up the session over here. We will be coming soon. I will be doing your literature portion. In next live session, I will be doing your literature portion, or else I can also bring up the creative portion, the creative writing portion of yours. So, okay, so that's all, my dear students. Thank you for watching me, and until then, take care. Bye-bye.